Hello and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. My name is Spanj, and welcome back to the Centurion. This is my new ship. If you missed the last episode, we got this in pretty much for free by just, let's see, reallocating some ZIRAX resources. Yeah, let's go with that. Anyway, today we're going to be continuing the story missions. We're going to be delving into the third and final chapter of the storylines here in Empyrion Galactic Survival. And our first mission takes us here to Omicron orbit. We have to speak to Tharkan in this space station here. So, let's crack on. Now, many of you were asking what I was going to do with the long hauler. Well, I did mention it in the last episode. I'm just going to leave it here. It's switched off. It's powered down. It's in a very safe system. Yeah, it's a backup. It's a backup. Should something happen to the Centurion and get blown up completely, then I can always fall back, and I have myself a perfectly good capital vessel waiting here. It is also a mining ship. The thing with the Centurion is it doesn't actually have mining lasers, and its size and shape kind of makes it a pretty bad miner if I was to even slap mining lasers onto the front of it. So if I need to come back and do a bunch of resource mining for whatever reason, then I can quickly come back and grab the long hauler from here. I don't have a sort of main base yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to need one, to be honest, but it is possible. Set up a main base somewhere and store your ships there. Yeah, it's certainly something that's quite common for me as well, actually, is setting up a main base. So it's unusual for me to take a nomadic route, I've got to admit. But that's an option as well, anyway. But I don't anticipate anything bad happening to the Centurion. Not in vanilla, at least, anyway. If you're playing Reforged Eden 2 or any other custom scenario, then you can fully expect something bad to happen to your capital vessel all the time. And it's up to you to make sure it doesn't. Anyway, here we go. Tharkan is actually not an NPC, but it's a... Oh, that's a nice little lag spike. It is a console. Oh, there he is. Hello, console. Welcome, Commander. I apologize for not being able to meet you in person, but I'm tied up with urgent business. Please forgive me for getting straight to the point, even though I owe you my life for rescuing me from the ZIRAX prison. Time is running out, and I must ask for help once again. Does the name Tash Akani Talen mean anything to you? It does. It's basically the super Talon. Okay, they were highly respected scientists at the Talon ZIRAX Academy of Science over 1,000 years ago. During the War of Silence, the search the 4 moons of the gas giant here in Elion system for remnants of the so-called progenitor. I suspect she came across information that could be vital to survival today. Unfortunately, she went missing in the turmoil of the battle of the Elion system. How exactly can I help? Okay, let's get to the point and not lose time. We have discovered that the Tash Aki Talen apparently left behind personal logs in which she recorded the events and her findings. These logs are located at the places of work on the 4 moons of the local gas giant. And before you ask, yes, we also find it difficult to explain why no one seems to have found them after more than 1,000 years. That makes it all the more important to recover and examine the information. We need at least 5 PDA logs to proceed. Okay, doesn't sound too difficult. I'm on my way. So, I sort of mentioned this last time with these stories. It's funny, isn't it? Because you start on the starter planets, you work your ass off to get yourself a capital vessel and get off the starter planets and start exploring this vast, and I mean vast, galaxy that they've added to this game. Like, it's thousands, tens of thousands of stars that you can explore. And the storyline, instead of taking you on a round trip of the galaxy and seeing amazing things and stuff like that, it all just focuses on the Elion system and maybe a couple of little planets just around the corner. Look, you can see the path that I've taken with the lines here. And I really hope this story does go a little bit further than this triangle. This seems to be the Bermuda Triangle of the main storyline. So we're going back to the starter moons that we would have otherwise started at had we not started on Contact Point Alpha, just for giggles. Most of you would probably start on Akua and so on and so forth. Let's have a look at the map here. That would be these guys, Akua, Ningwes, Gillian, Maspron. These are the 4 standard starting locations. It looks like we are going to have to go all the way back to these starter locations to find these PDAs. Now, the good news is if you did start on one of these locations, you would have probably already got one of those PDAs. You can also visit all of these starting locations without a ship. If I recall correctly, there's a teleporter on each of these moons that teleports you to the other ones. So yeah. Let's go to the crown system, shall we? It's over there. we need to fire up the thrusters. One thing you'll notice about this ship is it's a hell of a lot quicker than the STO3. This thing is overthrusted like crazy because it has so much more cargo and hangar space. So, you know, if you want it to actually perform when it's fully laden, you need to overthrust the things. So yeah, it's at the moment, it's pretty maneuverable because we're fairly lightweight. Do you know what I've just noticed? I don't have a detector on this ship. This is the problem when I build a ship, but I never actually use it in a survival setting. I don't notice silly mistakes, like forgetting to attach a bloody detector to the ship. I mean, come on. What I need is a little post-it note on the screen. When I'm building a ship, I know a little checklist of things to double check. Because apparently I'm an absolute bloody spoon, and I can't remember simple things like, put a detector on your bloody ship. There it is, the detector. And I really wish they had a long-range version in vanilla. I really do. I think it could really benefit from it. The great news is that we have got... what am I looking at? What am I trying to say here? We have got a lot of CPU left over. It's a tier 4 ship, so we've got 10 million CPU to spend. We've spent 3 million. Like, we can add things to this ship like crazy. We can go a bit mad. I am going to actually add into the ammo box, primary ammo box here, a number of drones so that we can use our drone system. Defense drone, standard defense drone, place in a drone bay, but it's locked. It would appear that the drones are... The drone bay is spawners here, the drone bay is here, but it doesn't unlock the drones themselves. Oh, it's under weapons, because that makes sense. Okay, now we can build defense drones. There we go. Let's build like 10 of them. We want to see these things in action, don't we? Hey? In the meantime, I'm going to attach the detector and the field repair station, which came about after I built this ship. I swear when I built this thing that I slapped the detector in the front nose here, just for like kind of the visuals of it, you know what I mean? But there we go, one detector. And the field repair station can go on the bridge. It can go right there. Comes with a little android. Did not mean to hit F5. And basically we yeah, we can repair blocks with that. At the moment, obviously, as you can see, we have no damage, so everything's fine. It's a good little system. Keeps your ship repaired, assuming you don't lose any blocks, of course. Here we go, Masperon. And I thought the location marker would give us a bearing. Ah, there we go, obelisk over there. Yeah, Masperon, nice little planet to start on. It's a little bit more action-packed than Akua. I suppose if you're looking for a little bit more... Akua's just so easy and nothing really happens. But it's probably the quickest start if you want to just get out into space. Masperon's a little bit more challenging because things will try and eat you. There's really nice terrain. The decoration system is in full effect on this one. So yeah, it's a good-looking little planet to start on. Plenty of resources. That's one good thing about Masperon. Lots and lots of things to eat, as well as things trying to eat you. And what the hell is that down there? Sorry, I have to take a little look, see. Is that just a crystal gorge? Oh, I'm picking up some kind of communication signal. Maybe I've set my ship on... Yeah, I set a marker. Holy crap. Okay. Yeah, I was heading to the obelisk there, but the crystal gorge... I think this is actually where you start in the crystal gorge. If I recall correctly, you've got to escape the gorge in order to start your journey here on Masperon. Small pentaxid deposit there as well. Anyway, there we go. Okay, Pro Energinthior. Over and over again. Alright. Let's power down these thrusters a second. Let's actually have an explore of the statue. Oopsie daisy. The obelisk. My gats are keeping me safe, I think. Yeah. Mowing down the local wildlife with impunity. Excellent stuff, guys. Okay, so this, we need a key matrix. You use the key matrix to unlock the obelisk. And I think once you get the key matrix, that's when you can teleport to the other planets and get the other key matrix. Let me just double check the top of this thing. I don't think there's anything up here. No, that's it. Yeah. If I remember correctly, there's a portal inside, and that's how we gain access to the other planets. Anyway, let's go and check out the outpost then that Ida told us about, and we'll see if that leads to a key matrix here. Now, if there is a lot of like running around back and forthy on these planets, I might just take the Sky Miner about. It'll be quicker, easier to land. I don't think there's a need for a huge manufacturing base and cargo storage during these missions. The only thing might be that if we need to get into combat, we'll be without our capital vessel. Anyway, outpost. Like, outpost 1 is some kind of abyssal outpost by the look of it. Okay. We're not enemies with abyssal right now, so go ahead and land, and as long as we're careful, we should be able to get in and out. Bad Wolf. Start the mission. Talk to Captain Kens. You can find him at the upper level of the control tower. Alright, okay. Interesting, interesting. Bad Wolf might be a little... Wait. Side mission here. I think, to be honest, I am going to have to park this ship somewhere and jump into an SV, aren't I? Going to be a lot of this, I suspect, because none of these missions were designed for a monster of a capital vessel to be, you know, accompanying you. Here we go again, then. We're going to be strolling our way into a ZIRAX POI as if we're friends of these buggers. It's very unusual. Oh look, I could buy things and sell things to this guy. I might sell my alien crab. What can I do for you? It must be the trader Akiz hired to help us. Be warned, there is nothing of value here, and the rest is in the safe. Wait a minute, I forgot I told you that. So what is it going to be? Are you going to watch me work, or are you going to help me? How can I help? Dora Ken's already told you I'm working on the new Ripper Dog breed. Faster, stronger, tougher, yet still more manageable. Well, if only I would find capable helpers who don't whine when my little one pinches his butt. Sissies. Alright, if you want to help, then please collect my little ones. Your predecessor just left them alone. Or, your task is easy. Go to each of the 4 cages. Every cage is a recall unit. Use it to call the cubs to the shelter. Then use the built-in scanner to examine them. Very simple. Affirmative. Okay. Oh. Cages over there. Oh, miles away. Alright. Fair enough. Okay, so let's park the ship somewhere safe. Let's grab an SV, and we'll do all of this in an SV. And I think we're probably going to have to do this on each planet. We're going to have to just like zoom around in an SV and just try and get through these missions. Now, I don't know if this particular mission leads to one of these PDAs that we need for Tharkan. I suspect it doesn't, right? And it's just one of the little side missions of House Abyssal here. But I'm here. I may as well do it. Oh, damn. Almost made it up there. We're going to have to go down the backside as usual. Oh dear, this is hanging off a very... Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. So another thing I need to do is actually fill up the ammo boxes, because I haven't done that. Don't know how many 15mm rounds they've got to play with, but not a lot, I don't think. Primary ammunition. Yeah, 138. That's bad. Let's get you working on a bunch more. That much more. Okay. Yeah, let's park the ship somewhere safe. I don't want it near the ZIRAX, really. In case, you know, I accidentally piss them off and become enemies, and then my ship is under fire. That would be bad. So, let's find somewhere chill. Okay, those cages are over there. Outside ZIRAX territory, there's the obelisk. There's a small gorge and a rescue pod with a crashed capital vessel there. I don't know if that is relevant either. To be honest, that is as good a place as any, I think. Wherever I'm going to park, it's outside of ZIRAX territory. There doesn't appear to be any drones there. I'll just smoothly maneuver my ship into place. Visibility is pretty bad. But there we go. That looks like a decent landing. Why are you attacking the ship? Like, seriously, guns? Let's configure these turrets. Something else I've forgotten to do. Alright, Skyminer. There we go. The first cage. So, call the beast first. And then use the health scanner. Okay, find cage number 2. Oh dear. The shelter is damaged. I detect claw marks. The buttons are destroyed. Maybe the dogs are nearby. You should look around for a bit. Also, Moon is driving... This is Kaisel Arl, officer of the guard. Moon is driving me crazy. Everything is moving. Everything is attacking you. Even if it's not moving, I could have sworn that on my last watch I saw a large plant or tree moving away from us in the thicket just a few meters away. Sergeant told me to get my eyes checked. Ah! The other guards are worried too. I think something is happening on this moon, and it won't end well for us if we're not careful. No trace. Okay. There's a mosquito around. Anyway. Page number 3. A fight was going on here not long ago. We should examine one of the victims. Fight was going on here not long ago. Oh gosh, yeah, look. Oh dear. This is not going well for them, is it? All his doggos seem to be dead. Final cage. What the? Dogs are attacking me. I think it's time to return to Essen. So, don't attack the dogs. Right? Alright. What? Ripper dogs attacking me? You don't say. That's never happened before. Alright, let's use one of their oh so well placed landing pads this time. Oh, I had the impression that this last group was panicking and I would have attacked anything that came near them. Even so, what could possibly have... I don't know. Could possibly have driven them to attack you? I don't know. Anyway. They're arseholes? Yeah, probably. Only so few survived. What a bummer. After all, you've been thinking all along. However, the inclusion of claw marks in the report, I've never seen anything like that here. I'll add that to the database. However, this world isn't without its dangers. I'm not too worried, but apparently the animals still need a little more training. Please come back later when I'm done with the formalities. Look at that. We've got ZIRAX rep. Holy crap. So now the real fun begins. I've ordered the crew to build a training arena where we can train and test the skills of our animals. Go there first. I'll get back to you via the surveillance and give you instructions. Affirmative. Affirmative. Alright. Yoink. The training area. Alrighty. Here we go. Okay. Good. Use the switch of the main console to power up the system. Okie dokie. Oh! What the hell? You trying to kill me? Open the gates. Attention. Training in progress. Okay. Open the gates is down here, huh? Not allowed. Okay. How does one open the gates? Oh, okay. Up here there's another switch. Which opens the gates. Oh, wait. Remember, observe, but do not interfere, otherwise the results are worthless. Use the switch to teleport in another test subject when this one is done. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Wait. That switch or this switch? Oh, crap. Teleport signal receiver has been damaged by the fight. I'm afraid you only have to go down in the center of the arena and repair it. Mm-hmm. Brilliant. We've got heavy interference here. You'll have to bring the situation under control on your own. Weapons authorized, settle this, and then come back to me. I don't think I need to. The dogs will do it. Yeah. Giblets abound. What the hell happened here then? This looks like legacy interference. Yeah, little eggs in the walls, look. These bloody ZIRAX. Complete amateurs. Pissing about with legacy stuff, huh? Okie dokie. Back to the outpost. Okay. Didn't quite go to plan, but at least there was good training effort. Apparently, some of the dangerous inhabitants of this moon have dug their way into the arena without us noticing. That could be, Anyway, I have a few things to go over now. Come back later. Okay, I'm back later. Good news, we have identified the attacking creatures. Apparently, there are many more predators on this planet than we have in the data. But this is where we can start and better harden the next breeding line, specifically against the poisons we found. But we can also improve the resistance of the skin by doing this. Your task, collect me samples of these worms and alien bugs that attacked our training facility and bring me some stingers of those mosquitoes. I have an idea. Man, does that mean I have to just go out and about? Okay. Gather chitin scales. Alien plasma ZR1. Okay, the stingers. The chitin scales, annoyingly, I sold all my chitin, right? Stupidly. Oh well. We'll just have to go out into the jungle and get stung by mosquitoes. Shouldn't take too long to find them, though. They're bloody everywhere, if I remember correctly. And sometimes all you need to do is just stand still for a bit and they find you. So alien plasma ZR1, 1, 2, 3 of those. Chitin fragments, there's 2 of those. So yeah, we just need to find the mosquitoes and then kill some more bugs. Cool. Heard a mosquito. Where's he gone? There he is. The hell was that? Narcotics? How the fuck is a mosquito carrying narcotics? What? Oh, what are these mosquitoes doing? I thought they drained blood. They didn't. That mosquito, that's just a fly. Okay. I've got to find another one. Right, got some of these guys. They've got chitin on them. And my gun's killed another one, but I don't see where it was. So I don't know where the corpse is. Oh, there it is. Bingo. Okay, so 4 of 5 chitin scales. We've got to get 8 alien stingers. Damn, it's really beneficial if you start on this planet, because you'll be murdering these freaking mosquitoes from day one. Right now, when you have to find them, typically, they're nowhere to be bloody found. Gotcha. And narcotics again. Where the hell am I supposed to get these alien stingers from them if the mosquitoes are dropping narcotics? Definitely said, bring me the stingers of the mosquitoes. Man, don't tell me if these mosquitoes drop narcotics instead of bloody stingers because their loot table is wrong. I'm just gonna be having a little bit of a fit, I tell you. Alien! Bingo, there's the last of the chitin samples that I need. So it's just these damn mosquito fragments. Easy, tiger. It is typical when you're looking for a bloody mosquito, none of them turn up. I did check the ZIRAX trader as well, because I knew that he was selling a bunch of things. None of them was alien sting. He'll buy alien sting, but he won't sell it to you, kind of thing. I would have thought these guys would have been able to collect plenty of these bloody things. I swear I saw a mozzie go over here. Scorpions of... nope. The branch. Plenty of these guys lurking around every corner, but mosquitoes are just nowhere to be found. I'm sure that if you were to start on Maspron, like I say, they're probably everywhere. And super annoying. When you're looking for them, it's a needle in a haystack. Apart from these guys. Another thing about starting on Maspron, I tell you, I mean, you won't have a laser minigun when you start, but with the amount of spawns and stuff on here, even if you're just using a basic shotgun or assault rifle or whatever, you're going to be level 25 before you leave the planet. There's going to be no worries about leveling up on here. I mean, you find 2 freaking brood things, or whatever they're called, and they just spawn loads of the friggin' scorpions. You just mow them down. It's all free XP. Beautiful. Wait, oh bastard. If you don't have a stinger, I'm calling it quits. Oh yeah, I've got a stinger. So they do drop stingers and narcotics. Bloody hell. And it took... I don't know how even long that was. Do you mind? Guys, I'm trying to process thoughts and speech right now. Seriously. God. Gonna have to go back to the ship now. Get some meds. Thanks. The amount of time it took to find that one scorpion. Oh my god, I gotta get 8 of these stingers. There's got to be a better way. Could you guys just leave it for a minute, please? Can't hit the little ones. I'm gonna show you guys a little method. Okay, if you don't want to wait around for things to spawn on their own, you can spawn them in yourself using the debug menu. You can use the item menu to just give you the stingers, or you could just go to the PDA and check off the stingers. Actually, I'm not even sure that would work, to be honest. That probably... Oh, yeah, literally, you can't just tick off gather sting. But, you know, there's 3 methods you could use here to speed things up if you're not having fun and searching for these bloody mosquitoes. I'll show you the first one, is debug menu. Just type debug menu into the console here. And hit enter, and it should say debug menu is enabled now. Hit escape, and you get this little up here, debug options, right? You're looking for the annoying mosquito is called. There's primitive, green, gray. I think green and gray are the ones that heal you. Maybe that's primitive. The red, I think, is the one that we need. I think they all probably give you stingers, but you spawn it in, it'll instantly attack you, as you can see, and then you can just shoot it down and loot it. There it is. And that, you know, at least gets you the XP as well as the RNG of that one. You can, although it's probably not recommended, spawn about 1,000 of them, and then just mow them down. But yeah, as you can see, that's quite funny. You could do that with almost any of the mobs in the game. There we go, now we're getting some stingers. Why were these guys giving me narcotics before? It seems really odd. There we go, some of them do just give narcotics. There's 8 of 8. I've done the mission. Thank you very much. See you later, bye. Okay, well, there we go. The item menu, you do I am in the console, hit I and then H, and then you just search sting, and there you go. You can grab the stingers, just left click to add 1,000, pick them up, and then right click to add individual ones. You know, so there's definitely lots of little options here if you want to just speed things up a little bit. And the last one I already showed you is just check off the thing in the PDA. But there we go. I thought I'd just show you that might help you if you're getting frustrated. Don't forget to turn these things off just by entering the command again to disable them, and you can just speed things up. Okay, I do think that this mission is definitely better played if you start on Maspron. Having to Maspron after the fact and having to hunt these mosquitoes is not fun. Not a good investment of time, I'm afraid. Anyway, let's press on and see where else this leads to. Are you alright? I'm getting distress calls from several patrols right now. Unknown creatures just appeared here and are attacking. Come help defend the base. Alrighty. I'm here. Oh, the Legacy are here. Sweet. Oh. You've got sentry guns. You're literally fine. Take my time. Make sure my thrusters are Who's shooting the base with rockets? There you go. Right. You incompetent sods can't defend yourself from a few bugs. I don't know. Anyway. No wonder you're the galaxy's loot box. Thank you for taking trouble to collect the samples. After this beastly raid on our base, we now have more than enough, so just keep the samples. Oh, for Pete's sake. If you don't need them, go to our quartermaster in the entrance hall of the tower. He'll give you a good price. Right now, I need to go through more reports. Please come back later. You know, especially frustrating when you go through all that time to, like, gather the things. And then they don't need it in the end anyway. It's just like, okay, thanks. Brilliant. You needed to do it anyway just to progress the thing. But right now I'm just like, I may as well just tick the boxes. There was absolutely no reason to collect the stuff. It's good to see you alive and well, although the situation is still tense because these creatures have appeared out of nowhere. It's remarkable because these creatures have never attacked our outpost directly. It is a mystery, but I am sure we will find out why this is happening. One of our teams detected a sudden activity in one of the old facilities before the attack, perhaps the source of the evil. Meet the team there and do whatever is necessary to prevent future attacks. All right, cool. I'm hoping this leads us to somewhere where you can find one of these PDAs. But I suspect actually the PDA is probably in the old base that we passed near the obelisk. Anyway, let's go. Abandoned base. Here we go. Okie dokie. What do we got here? This looks like the Okay, you could just turn off then if you're going to attack the floor. This is the abandoned depot. Okay, boys. Why are you getting all uppity? Uppity and stuff. Right, enter the facility. Yeah. This is just a regular abandoned POI. Are you going to shoot me? Yes, you are. Yeah, damn it. God, warn me, there was bloody sentry guns in this thing. Okay, okay, private user history, you are logged in. I don't need any of this stuff, but okay. Tablets, milk and sausage. Oh, damaged private data device found. Reconstruct the information in the buffer. Memory has been partially successful. Should the existing data be read out? Yeah. Oh, this is one of the PDAs. Yay, we've been studying the artifacts for several years now. There are 4 of them, and 1 obelisk on each moon of this gas giant. Set up a camp at each artifact. Collect blah 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 blah. Oh, this is the ZIRAX station near Krogham here. Okay. More like watchdogs. Gotcha. Where can I watch these logs again? Story logs. Okay, understood. Cool. Thank you. I'm not sure where that even PDA was, but there we go. These logs partially corrupted. Maybe we can recover more information if we find more of them in other places. The information in the console might help to find these, or even tell us how to get in contact with the with this person, Tash Akitalen. Thanks, Ida. Yeah. I take it our presence here isn't sufficient for the enter the facility task. Hasn't checked off yet. I'll probably use one of those. There we go. Alright, so underneath then. Down we go. So it did lead to a PDA. Which is what I was hoping for all along, really. Is that eventually these things would lead to something useful. Have that. Alright, blip. Here we go! I am in, I'm in an EVA boost. I don't have any armor. I mean, I've entered the facility. Legacy Hishcow, huh? I'll take that. The meds, actually, I will take. The rest of it can kind of go into my meh pile. Whoop! These guys are definitely active. Well, you know, I've got an epic plasma rifle, so it's fine. Yeah. Here for the good loot only. Commander, my sensors aren't picking up anything. We should be careful. While we investigate. You mean they're not picking up anything? Are you not, like, seeing the shit that's attacking me? You guys done being alive? Thank you. What am I being shot by? What am I being shot by? What am I being shot by? Where am I being shot by? I think it's inside. Got him. Boink. If I recall correctly, the rare loot container is right here. And it gives us a flamethrower. Okay. Alright, so in order to proceed, we gotta flippiter some flippiters. Sake. And the flippiter we need a flippiter is in there, and that door is locked, so we gotta go up into the vents. And there's two routes. One is a loot box. The other way is the way we need to go. Kill that guy. Alright, this is a little flip switch to the quicker way back to the entrance. Just kill those guys. And down we go. Sweet, I don't know how I killed that so quickly. But we did. Alright. Little sidestep dodge. No big deal. That's just a street light. It's kind of cool because they look like little glow sticks, I suppose. Overseers. Give me the heebie-jeebies. They move so fast. You're just hanging out there, are you? Alright. Flip that. Opens the doors back there. Don't forget the loot though. The red loot container. Scosium and a restroom. Don't need to go down here. In the reforged version of this POI, there's a lot of corrupted ZIRAX in here as well. Watch out for more overseers, and I think... Oh, well, again, in the reforged version, there's a turret there. There's the overseer I was expecting. He got himself lost. Demonetized. Ah, usually two here. Feel like I've been robbed. In here. Kill that guy. Loot that. And then flip that switch on the ceiling that doesn't exist because this is vanilla. God damn it. Alright, never mind. Well, the good news is we won't have a pulse turret on the wall here then that we need to disable. These guys just spawn right in front of you, and don't they? Can I loot that? Yeah, I can. Oh. Ah! Oh, hello, sunshine. Yeah, no, you got me on that one. That was a backdooring and a half. That was. Okay, I've got all the cooties. I don't think I'm going to survive that many cooties, to be honest. Endoparasite, alien parasite, fever attack, and starvation. Also known as fucked. That is levels of fucked. I mean, the endoparasite you can get with that one. Come on, use that one. Narcotics might help. You know, may as well go out having a good time. Eat something. And that gives me fever attack, first aid kit, medical station. Doesn't... No, that's hangover. I might actually live. Just gotta fight my way through this fever attack. Fever! Las Vegas. Okay. Does any of you do infected wound, and you do dermal burn, bad trip, and frostbite? Bad trip might be something that fever attack goes into. I'm quite surprised that does all the parasites. I thought it was the yellow one that did all that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We've managed to somehow survive. This is terrible loot. Laser SMG. There's a backup epic plasma rifle when that one breaks. Love it. Thank you. And there goes that. There's a solar capacitor there. Never mind. Okay. Well, it's a good mission because it gets you this entire POI's worth of loot and giblets, I suppose. I'm not going to put a core in because the components are too heavy to carry, but oh yeah, don't need that. That's rubbish. The blocks are too heavy to carry. The components is what I want, I suppose. So I get power coils and energy regulators and raw resources that are much lighter weight than the whole thing. I'll only get a percentage of them, mine, because I haven't got a core in here. But, you know. Let's see, my virus or condition, whatever you want to call it, is about to escalate into something. Let's see what it is. Go and escalate. What am I investigating? It is bad trip, isn't it? Oh, hangover. Brilliant. Easy. Water. When the cure for the escalated condition is... brilliant. Okay, why is it not... What is investigate? Go into the facility and look for clues that might explain the creature attacks. I mean, what am I looking for exactly? Like, maybe there's a console somewhere I need to plug into. I mean, this is a particular box. If there's a particular box, it should probably be marked, right? But I don't know. Probably the clue's probably down here in the absolute arse of the facility, isn't it? But I've now dismantled most of the stuff, to be honest. So it's like, if you wanted me to like access a console here, then oh wait, there's a flipper on top of this. Look, I didn't see that before. What does that do? Well, nothing now because I've taken the core out. Taking the core out, and I've dismantled anything down here of any significance or importance. So if you wanted me to look for a clue, I missed it. I have missed it fully, completely and utterly. Gone rogue. Went somewhere I wasn't supposed to. But it wasn't obvious. I gotta admit, you know, gotta say it wasn't obvious what I was looking for. I just said investigate. It's not really giving me any guidance. Like, I didn't see any consoles with floating yellow blibby blobs above them or anything like that. Okay, so we're probably gonna have to just manually check that one off. Unless it's like a box up here or something. I don't know. The creatures are attacking because, well, you know, their legacy. That's what they do. So, let's get surface side. Oh, hello. Sensors are detecting a weak flow of energy. We might want to look there. Oh, for Pete's sake. So the PDA didn't trigger when I entered the damn thing. Are you serious? Are you serious, game? No. Oh, I just go through the bloody floor. I see your walls and I find it weak. The base seems to have recently gone into active status due to an external pulse. I can still measure. The pulse seems to have occurred just before the creature is attacked. The variation of the pulse is strange. Let me try something. There is a message embedded in the remains of the pulse. I cannot fully decode it, but it refers several times to only one word. Far. We should report the information to Ezra and ASAP. Far? What the fucking his... What? What has Far got to do with the legacy? Far was a dingus. He just crashed his bloody ship. Anyway, interesting to see where Elion is taking Far. Are they going to take it too far? Huh? Was that too far? Well, never mind. Ta-da! Let's get out of here. Back to the outpost. Alright. Far, the Brotherhood, what do these strange sectarians have to do with any of this? Well, that's my question. That's exactly my question. Why would they have codes for an ancient facility from pre-Imperial times? And why would they activate the facility now? I need to check something. Give me a minute, come back later. Fingers crossed that it's not what I'm afraid of. Well, I mean, Far was a progenitor. He was the alien. I mean, I never intended for him to have any kind of, like, high status or anything like that. You know? He's just an idiot who crashed his boat. Anyway. I'm afraid something is brewing here, but I need certainty before I report this to the Zehihins and the Imperial Guard. I have a suspicion. I need you to go and check one of the gorges our geologists are so mad about. There's a lot of junk there from pre-Imperial times. Nobody's looked around there in centuries. Maybe that was a mistake. Your mission, get to the bottom of all this, literally and actually. Gather all the information you can and get back here ASAP. Alright. Assess the situation. Go to the gorge. Well, things are escalating a little bit on this one. It'd be interesting to see if this also leads to a PDA entry. However, I'm not sure it will. But that's all going to have to wait for the next episode. That is all the time we have for today. But thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed. The missions definitely seem to like sway quite wildly from quite intriguing, fun and engaging to monotonous, back and forthy kind of like what the fuck moments. But there we go. And all in all, some of it seems kind of a bit redundant. Like, I mean, these bad wolf missions, I think you're pretty sure that you're supposed to do these if you start on Masperon, but the fact is I'm at Masperon now. The game prompted me that there was a mission available. I came here and I did it. Or am doing it. Does it lead to the main objective? Does it assist? That's yet to be seen. I think discovering the PDA in the abandoned POI there was more just because it's an abandoned POI and it happened to have a PDA in it, not because these missions are intended to forward the main objective of the final chapter here. I could be wrong, but yeah. We're back here on the starter planets, which is my main gripe. Like, why? Just add some new planets and let us do all this on the new planets. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I'd love to know what you guys think. But that is all for me, like I said, as my ship slowly descends into the force field like it's drowning. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.